Okay, so before we get into the video, I just want to take a quick second and thank each and every one of you that are watching these videos. It means a lot to not only myself, but my father, Pops Ward, and Blake, the owner of Winding Road Classics. They put a lot of work into what goes on for these videos, and I put a lot of work into the behind-the-scenes portion of it, getting them edited and out to you guys. So thank you for each and every one of you. Don't forget, we have the Dodge project still going, 1938 Dodge. There'll be another episode of that coming out. I'm trying to alternate between this and the Dodge, so just so you guys know. Plus my own stuff around my home and with my Challenger. I got a Challenger video coming out soon as well. But I digress. It's back to this. All too often on YouTube, a lot of these people, they'll show you what they're going to do by showing up a product and whatnot and say, okay, this is what we're going to put into the vehicle today, and then after a couple minutes of talking about it, they transition to maybe a minute of some work footage, and it's usually time-lapse of some sort, and then poof, it's done. And you look at it and you're thinking to yourself, well, that's not too bad. I mean, look at how quick and easy and simple it was for them to do that. Well, a lot of that is filler in my mind, and what we're kind of more about is not showing you what we're going to do and then the end product. We want to show you everything that's in between so that you're informed onto what you can expect when you try to tackle this on your own, or if you're going to have a shop like Winding Road Classics do this, you can understand what it is that they're going to go through to do something as simple as moving a hole in the firewall for the junction block on this 69 C10. Like my dad's going to explain and Blake's going to explain, it's painless wiring that's going to be putting in, but the block, the OE block on the where the firewall is for the OE wiring harness, it's not quite the right size or location where it needs to be to put this new painless wiring in. So there's a lot of work that actually has to go into moving this so it fits properly and actually looks good and is functional as well. And that's what I want to show you. You know, a lot of people don't show you the hours upon hours upon hours and days, which in this case it's more than one day, that goes into taking a square hole and moving it just a little bit. So something so simple as a so-called direct fit painless wiring goes onto the firewall and works. So let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and make sure you watch the whole thing. That's all I'm going to ask of you. Have a great day, guys.
All right, here we go. First order of business is we're going to enlarge this opening. It's got a painless wiring we're going to install, and it fits right in here. Well, it doesn't fit yet, but it will. So in the instruction book, they tell you, give you all your dimensions and everything, and your size of your hole and what you got to have. So now you want to remember, this is not the scale. So what I done, see, now that's not the scale, that's no good. So I made this. This is 2 scale. And that, my friends, is what we've got to do. We've got to build that. Now it says put a hole up here, but I don't like that. Put a hole here. Put a hole there, it'll be right in there. So we're going to move the whole thing over just to see if that'll be enough. Maybe. Over and up. Tuck it up under the dash a little bit further. And I'll put that hole right there. And I still don't like it. Damn. So, I guess. Hey boss. Coming to hip. Alright. What we got is, this is the hole. Either one.
Mounting holes.
Yeah, there's only 2 mounting holes.
Yeah.
One here or here or here or here. Or across from each other. Now if we put it like this, we got a hole here. Right on this here.
Yeah. Well,
so we got to have a flat surface, so I got to move the whole thing over. So this whole thing I'm going to have to patch.
I'd like to put it so the fuses are labeled if it'll fit so it can read them on the inside. You peek up under there and you're looking at the words.
Yeah, I want to see if this will fit on that fuse box too.
So,
Now, I didn't make the holes, 1/4-inch holes.
that's why I'm taking these off.
The manual for delivery is 1/4-inch.
So, that should fit outside.
It was like, see, it seems like, now that's the dimensions they give you, but look,
That's too big.
wait a minute,
That's better.
that's better.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you got a top and a bottom,
right,
or
so what way you want
this is top, or well, it doesn't matter, but this is the vertical orientation.
you want it like that?
Yes,
Okay.
but you can flip this way if you need to. Did you just make this?
Yeah.
Just to hold on to? Yeah.
Yeah, that is of no circumstance.
Yeah,
We
so
can-
this is whee.
Yeah, it moves fine, doesn't it?
So doing that, you got to use these two.
Yeah.
You
Use
wanna-
that one and that one.
There's a red pin there.
That'll work.
It's right
Just
above your
mark
left.
Just want to mark them.
Yeah, just put you some.
Got to use this one and this one.
Yeah, yeah, and that puts, just so y'all can see, all the fuses are labeled, and that way on the inside it'll be like that under the dash, and it puts the wires coming out the top just for neatness out of the whole harness. And so that square fits on this, and then it all bolts in, and that's the two holes he's
Which
got
one's
marked.
top now? Let's mark this.
Top, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay. So that's top right here.
yep.
Okay.
So as far as in here, yeah, you want to stay away from this anyway.
Right.
Because that's where it double layers onto there's the whole brake bracket.
Yep.
That's a double layer. So
We want to
just
stay away from that.
stay this way
Yep.
wherever you got to go.
So we're gonna,
Because these holes are filling,
right,
so it could even go.
if we,
Can't go up too far because that bundle comes at the top, but you could go up a little ways. You know,
yeah,
leave me this much room. But if you needed to, it could come up to like here.
well,
This could even come that high, is what I'm saying.
yeah, stick it up under the dash even further.
If
Because by the looks of things,
if you need to,
if I'm gonna end up making a patch, I'm gonna end up cutting along here and down,
yeah.
and I gotta patch all this, but, so if I put it up there like that,
Just hold it up in here a little better, I think.
yeah. Is that going to run into anything on this brake? Remember, we're saving all these holes.
No, we're way over.
Okay.
See my bottom corner there?
Yep, that's what I'm lining up on right now.
I can go that high, no more.
No more than there.
So you may want to come down a smidgen just for, what we got to worry about is brake pedal on your right. So
Yeah.
I got to get a different angle. Let's see what's going on. Because this box is pretty big, and that mounts right there. Yeah. So we can still go up like that. Because that, where you got that square is the grommet where the cable comes through.
Right.
Okay, that's as high as you can go, and I'm about centered between the double layer flange area.
Let me get this. All right, right about there. Okay.
That's
Yep.
a pretty good spot.
Okay.
Got you some reference marks of some sort? Yeah, there you go. And then out here, because the fender, inner fender mounted here. I mean that cowl thing,
Yeah.
mounted here. Fender comes in, mounts here.
You didn't take the cowl, did you?
No, it's right here somewhere, right there.
Okay. Because when we go to make that washer hole, I want to make sure it's got where it overhangs. How much does it overhang?
Yeah, I don't know,
I don't know either.
but when we get to that point, so this should come in here. All there are 2 nuts on this side, and that whole bracket is this shape,
Right.
going straight back. This stuff is way over here.
Right.
This is way up here. Yeah, that should be good.
All right. So that's the hole I'm going to use. Right there. So that puts
It puts a bolt right in the middle of that hole.
There. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll probably find some button head screws, so all we see is a button here, and put the nut on the inside.
Right.
Well, these are not too bad. They're just slotted. They're kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't want the nut and the bolt head hanging out,
Right.
which is how they had it. But we
We can change that.
can mount it however we want. We're big boys.
All right. So I got to cut all that out. And then I'm going to make a patch, go across here with the corner. Let's see here. Give me a rough idea. Okay, from here to here, from here to here. Okay. But I got to cut all that and patch it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. We'll make it so. That keeps it all on the flat.
Yeah, yeah, definitely on the flat. It's good. Yeah,
And-
however, is the best economical way to fill it, time-wise.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut
Roll
a patch for this here.
For the lower part of
little,
this.
little angle. And I'll just use my grinder to make that little hole. Then I'll cut this all out. Make a patch.
Yeah, because then it's just got one more mounting hole right
Yeah.
back up there.
Yeah, and I'll have to cut out this after I get the patch made. I'll put the patches in first, and then cut out what I need.
Yeah.
All right, we can do this. Not a problem. Let's save that. Okie dokie. Well, that takes care of that. Now we know what we got to do here. I think this will be the first thing I modify, and then that'll take care of all this area and get a hole in there. Then I can start working on all these other holes. We get this situated first.
Sounds good.
Too old for this. All right, I got the first of many patches. Little square. Oops. So we get this put in. Alright, and remember when I strike an arc, close your eyes. Don't want anybody complaining they got burnt. Ow, way too much wire. What we got here? Getting closer. there are days. That's better. I gotta go in and tap the upper corner out a little bit. If I can get to it. I got a coin. There it is right there. That didn't take much. This is a handy little tool right here. Got a magnet on it. What it does, it's got copper here around this hole. You can fill that hole without having to make a little ring. Just build up your weld. Like that. Weld does not stick to the copper. So we'll get to welding that. Sorry about my back. It's just the way things go. Alright, we'll get that ground down. I got a couple spots here I want to grind down before I finish welding that. Alright, that's about as far as I'll go with this. I'm going to go to plan B. And I think I got, what did it say? I think I got 80 grit on this also. Here's a little tidbit of information. If you're one of these guys that like to take naps while you're at work, don't get a job in a weld shop or a body shop or anything like that, because it's noisy. I don't care what you do, it's going to be noisy. Like I said, you want to be careful. 2018 gauge. Remember right there. You take a lot of metal off in a hurry and make it really thin. Concentrate on your weld. It'll do a long time. So what we got to do, so we can find that red. And I found it. So we got this. Over. That's where he wants to mount it. So from here to here, over and back up to here, I got to make a patch. Weld that in, same as I done up there. Then I got to come back and cut all this out again. So it's a no-win situation. But, seeing how it's 1 o'clock, I got a hot date with a salad for lunch. So, I'm going home. We'll get back on and do this first thing tomorrow morning. Alright, here we are again, another day, another $1 or 50 cents, depending on how the boss feels. It's Friday the 13th, so don't expect a whole lot. But we'll give it a shot and see what can go wrong. What we're going to do today is finish what we started yesterday. I don't know why, but we are. This is where the original wiring come out of. And the wiring kit we have says it's direct replacement, direct nothing. So, we're going to move it anyways. But the hole had to be bigger. That's why you had to modify the hole, they said. But if you done that, where it was, the bolt hole, that's what it would look like. And the bolt hole would be up on this little lump. Well, that's 2 layers. And it'd be right on the edge of it. So we're not going to do that because you wouldn't get a good seal back here. So what we're going to do is move it over and up. 2 reasons. Gives us room to put the bolt hole here and here. Plus, it puts it up under the dash a little further out of the way. You won't see it quite as much. So yesterday I filled these holes in. Today we're going to make a patch for here. But we're not going to make a patch that fits the whole hole, because we got to cut back some of it back out. So I already made the patch. We get it tacked in place here. Well, make yourself comfortable. You want to remember, when welding, you're starting out with cold metal, so it won't look like you want it to. You may have to hold the trigger a little longer. You know what I did? And I should get a demerit for it. I come over here, started working without all the proper tools. I'll be right back. Alright. Now I have the proper tools. Just in case I need it. Like that. I gotta beat it out a little bit. Yeah, we'll get one more proper tool. That's better. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. So there you have it. All tacked in, ready for welding. Like I said, I'm not going to be too concerned about warpage because we got a lot of body lines, a lot of strength was built into it. If it was on a big flat panel, I'd be concerned. I'd let it cool down a lot more. But as it is right now, it's not too bad. So we're going to weld it all up. We'll cut here on this side of the red line, on the inside, then we'll grind it back to the outside. That'll give us pretty close fit. Then we'll try our wiring and see what it looks like. I got a little grinding. Normally I grind these flush like we did up here, just on the outside where it's going to be seen. But this has a rubber gasket on the inside. So where I welded here, I'll have to go inside and grind that all down so that the rubber gasket's got something flush to go against, and we'll seal. So, alright then. We'll go get the little saw. We'll cut this out. Go from there. Then it'll be grind and grind and grind. Hang in there. Don't let it throw you. Alright. Got a little air saw here. So we're going to use this to rough it out. Want to remember? Put 4 or 5 drops of oil down there. Makes your tools last a lot longer. It's like a 3-in-1 oil, but it's for air tools. You can buy it. So every day, if you use them, you put a little oil in them, they'll be around for quite a while. Air tools are expensive, but they will pay for themselves and they make you money. So therefore, you want to take care of them. Like I said, we're going to drill holes in the corners, make it easier on me. Got here is a step drill, handy little item. Come in different sizes. Well, I guess better set the brakes on our cart. Got a couple of them. Oh, come on. There. See how that does. That don't look bad. Handy little item. A little warm right now. Alright, now I got something to drill cut to. Just like that, you got a bigger hole.
That's what she said.
We'll grind it out a little bit here and there. Hope and pray for the best. Let's see how much I got them removed yet. It's got to go back to you a little bit. Take it out. Okay, right there. Oh wow. How the hell did I do that?
No, I like the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's right, tight.
You want to do your transfer punch from the inside?
Yeah.
It's too thick to do like a pin mark for the hole, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Because that fits tight.
I'm happy.
I mean, it fits real tight. Yeah.
It's all, it looks good from here.
You got one hole up here?
Yeah, top, your top left
Yep.
and bottom right.
Right. All right, so they were 1/4-inch holes?
The screws appear to be 1/4 inch, yeah.
So I get a 1/4-inch punch. All right. Check, make sure the, yep, we're in. Why don't we do one?
We'll drill one.
Drill one, and then we'll get it put in.
kind of snug it down.
Yeah, and then punch the other one.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Well, you're young now.
Do more
Right.
crunch
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah.
That's it. One and done.
Oh, this one's pretty dull.
I see the mark.
Do you? Yeah. I'll show the people what we're using. These are hole punches. We'll get a bigger one to show you. Come in different sizes out here. They fit inside a drilled hole. Tight. When you whack it with a hammer, you got a nice punch.
So this is the hole that it was in. So it goes through. Sheet metal's right there. So when you hit it, this kept it in line. And now that punch is so drill a hole, should line up perfectly.
Yep. Puts a nice center. Everything right in place. And there we have it. I'll clean up the outside. Okay. All right, my battery died and I didn't notice it. I must apologize. Not keeping track of things. I got busy working. So we're going to take you over and show you what we got done. Hold still.
We don't know where the battery is.
Right, we don't know where the battery died. So, alright, that's our electrical. And I'll bring you inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see much of it, but we'll give it a shot. I got a flashlight. There we go. So, that's the wiring for the dash, the inside. Then we come out here, the hole we made. Put that on there. We're going to build a little cover. The other piece, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. This end here goes over it. And the wires come out here. So we're going to build a cover that comes out and hangs down here. So the wire loom will come down and we'll go under with part of it and across here with the other for the motor. Yeah, something of that nature. Something like that.
Except smooth.
And metal.
And metal, yeah.
And we'll paint it the same color as the vehicle. So, but that's what we're going to do. And I'm thinking maybe you got to see the punches that we used to mark these here. I'll show you. Here's a whole kit of them. As you can see, they fit the hole. Then you just hit the other end with a hammer and you got a nice punch. Then you drill your holes. Okay. That's all we got right now. We're going to shut you off, turn on the music. Catch you later.